Okay, so we should be back. I was not using my mobile data. I was using my Wi-Fi. So, yeah, what you just experienced before was how live streaming would be on my Wi-Fi. Not great. Not great at all. Hey Fishy, hey Goji, hey Miles. I can't upgrade it anymore. I'm on the best network possible, Miles. Hey Benjamin. Hey Patrick. How's it going? Is everything good now? Is everything clear? Hi, I don't know how to say that name. Hey Mewits, how's it going? So, I might have done a tiny bit of work off stream. Like a lot of work. Hey Bantonic. Tronic, sorry. Hello again, Aces. You just need to upgrade your company. Download freedom.exe. Oh gosh. Hey Vince, how's it going? Might have. Yeah, so Ray got the character done. Really cool. Ray got the character done yesterday. So I implemented it. Also upgrade those NVIDIA drive. Oh yeah. You didn't see that. Don't worry about that. It's nothing. Let me close Discord. Okay. Oh my god, I'm on screen. Hi, I messaged you a long time ago on Instagram. I have Instagram messages? Sorry, Street Kids. I don't even really know that feature. So I'll try have a look. Hey Jules. It's great to have you here live. Is it possible to make a hoverboard? I guess so. Doing some AI stuff, Sai. You don't like AI stuff, Vince? One of the mini characters I created. Probably not, because I probably don't even have access to those files. Small right. Do you mean Ray the Robot? Street Kids? Hey Alex. Goji, yes. They're all important. Especially this one here. Have you guys checked out Substance Alchemist? Maybe I'll show you it later. It is like an amazing way to create real, like photorealistic, not just photorealistic, but it's an amazing way to generate materials for your game, like PBR materials. And I'm loving it. Okay, so let me get rid of that. All right. Welcome to the environment. Quite happy with it so far. Benjamin, it is made by the people who made Substance. It is in beta right now. It's part of the Substance suite. So if you have a membership, you'll be able to have access to Designer, Painter, and Alchemist. Let me just get some water. Yes, it's pretty amazing, Peter. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the bear and show you what I've been up to on the side. So this is the character Ray made. It's pretty cool. I think he took inspiration from Destiny. It's got this little scarf. I applied some cloth physics to it, so it kind of moves around in the wind, which is cool. I put in volumetric fog, which is nice, and I've got these cool rays of light shooting through the level. When you shoot the bow now, it still shoots a block because I don't have an art asset for it, but it has gravity on it, which is nice. And yeah, we've got an environment, we've got a character. We just got to make the rest of the game. You can fight the bear from start to end now. What I was going to do today was just work on the environment a bit. I'm pretty tired. I did a lot of work today. Like, I did a lot of... I'm working on a kind of... It's not fully cyberpunk, but I'm working on a kind of cyberpunk photorealistic game environment for VR. So I'm just going to take it really easy this stream. Use the scarf like a health bar. Oh, that's a cool idea. Coleman White. So workflow wise, Blender modeling. Yeah, for my personal projects, it's Blender, high poly sculpt, then I take that and I make a low poly out of it, and then I'll bake the material IDs, the color IDs, and bring that all into Substance and a Substance Painter, and I'll paint it all. If it's an environment, like a prop, I'm probably just gonna go into Blender, still do a high to low poly workflow, and I'll probably use Substance Alchemist now because it's so good. Grass. What do you mean? The grass looks great, Aces. Also, it was the only grass I had access to. Oh, congrats, Mubits. That's really good. For the arrow, use a sphere to scale it on one axis so it looks like a projectile. Yeah, I might do that. We'll see how that looks, Andre from Tokyo. Are you able to make emissive mats in Substance? You can make emissive materials in Substance. It won't look the same as Game Engine, as in Game Engine, of course. But you can still make the emissive channel, and then in let me just show you. When you go into UE4, you can just make a really simple material like this, which has a specular value, a scalar value and color, and you chuck it into emissive. It's really easy. It's cool. Thank you. What did I miss? Oh, thanks, Fluffy. Have you tried Megascans? Are you talking about Quixel Megascans? Good morning, it's me again. How are you going today? Is there a way I can have it so... I'm not sure about your questions, Street Kids. I'm pretty relaxed. I'm just going to focus on what I'm building here. I'm not going to... Like, I'll answer general technical questions, but that sounds really specific, so I'm not sure. Maybe someone on chat can help you out. Will you make the grass interactable? No. This game is technically, like... What's today? Thursday. Game's due tomorrow. So whatever we get done today is kind of it. So we're gonna make this environment really nice. Let me put the bear back in. Okay. Let me show you a secret. These don't actually line up properly because you can't see them. It's pretty funny. That's what it looks like from the outskirts. These mountains, they're just scaled up. But when you're here, oh, look at those mountains. They're amazing. But when you're over here, yeah. It's cool. I like it. So yeah, we're just gonna work on making this look nice. I have some Vine assets that I'm gonna use to make it a bit more overgrown, I think. All that stuff. Quixel Megascans. No, I haven't really used Megascans. I'm pretty damn happy with how Substance works. So I've never really had a reason to dive into Megascans. Looks like a Dark Souls battle. Yeah. It's like a really basic Dark Souls battle. Maybe like not a... It's kind of like just fighting a minion because it only has 2 attacks. I'll show you how that works. I like to block out my levels, of course. Yeah, let me show you how it plays. So you can like run and shoot the bear, and the bear will attack and smash the grounds. And then occasionally, the bear will do one of these attacks, which you got to be careful for, because they will knock you into the air and do damage. And if you're knocked into the air, sometimes the bear can get to you and kind of hit you. I've been playtesting this a lot. And when you defeat the bear, it is defeated. It goes and lies down. It's pretty cool. So that's the very basics of what we have. We've got a very basic framework. And we've got basically one day to implement anything else. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be implementing a few things. Those are the Infinity Blade assets. Yes, this is all Infinity Blade. Outside of this character that Ray made, everything is Infinity Blade. Hey boy, Profun. I'm great. How are you? Tamil Gamer. Oh wow, what is that currency? Your game was really good. I really like your channel. Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you for the... I don't know what the symbol is, but thank you for the 100. Do you guys know what symbol that is? I'm not sure, but thank you. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you. As I keep saying, I don't expect anyone to use that super chat feature. It's very cool. Yes, walking sideways is probably too fast. But, you know, we'll work it out in time. Whoop. I like these. They're cool. Okay. Let's get into the environment. The thing is... Oh, euros. Oh, it's not euros. Okay. I'm quite... my knowledge of world currency is horrible. I know Japanese yen, but it's because I've been there. So yeah. Optimization in Unreal is not necessarily difficult. It depends what you're optimizing for. There are a lot of good resources out there to learn about it. Especially the official Unreal YouTube channel and all that. Oh, it's Rupee. Wow, thank you. Okay. So, how did you get the light and post-process to look that gold? To be honest, I just played around with the settings. Let's have a look. So I got my sun and my sky. So I made my sun color a little yellow. Just that feeling of a kind of afternoon. So that's kind of the value. I've got the intensity at 15. And I've got my Skylight, which is static. And it's just set to intensity of 1. So this is what it looks like without the Skylight. See? And I think I also put a exponential height fog in here. But the height fog actually has a albedo color, which really changes the look and feel of the scene. So yeah, I'm just playing around with those. But for now, I'm going to add some more geometry to the level. Did you see the GDC talk from Epic on the new mesh renderer? I didn't. I'll have to have a look. Oh, that's good, Mubits. I'm glad your router is working. Alright. So, I was going to add some more vegetation. I was having a look at the assets, and I think there was a vine. Let's have a look for it. I don't even remember where I got the grass. There should be a browse. Perfect. Okay. So we've got, let's get out of that mode. Vine here. That looks pretty nice. It's also moving, which is very cool. 3D Raven. Epic's refactoring a mesh renderer. I'll have a look at that after the stream. Thanks for linking that. Okay. I just started Unity and you're making Dark Souls 3. No, I'm not. It's really like, if you look at what I've done over the last like 15 days or whatever, it's not that complex. So don't feel discouraged, angry Gary. More plants. Are you hunting the bear to steal its private? Yeah, so this guy came from space, so he could steal the plants. That's a funny reason. Alright, so you're probably going to see my method is very chaotic, and that might bother some people. I just experiment with things and put things in places till I like it. there's no sound, like I have logic in my mind about how the world should be and stuff, but I just try things till I like it. I know some people like to work with rules, but I'm just going to experiment. And I'm not worried about the frame rate right now. I'm just trying things out. Looks pretty cool. I'm actually going to remove the bear for now, so I can just run around and see. Yeah, that's cool. What else can I mess around with? Oh, this type of vine is very nice. Let me get rid of that. They're very samey. Okay, that's cool. Do you have any newcomer tips for Unity? I haven't used Unity for a bit, but just experiment and, like, most importantly, enjoy using the engine. Don't rush to a destination. Like, no one's expecting you to be a master of Unity in X amount of time. Have fun with it. Making games is really enjoyable, especially when you're not stressed about the results. The moment you want results out of your game development, I mean, everyone has goals, you should have goals, but the moment you like decide that you have to achieve a certain level of quality within a certain amount of time is when you get stressed. And that level of stress can really, demotivate you. And it's an unnecessary burden to put upon yourself, if that makes sense. So yeah, just have fun and recreate things you like. And just play around like I am. Like, I'm just moving plants around because hopefully it'll look cool. And I'll figure out how to make it not look like it's repeating afterwards. Foster, not in this game. I won't be able to do that in this game. What was that other question? How long have you been... I've been developing games for quite a while. I develop games off and on, so I started developing games when I was 12 in Game Maker. But because back then we didn't really have, say... I couldn't just go on the internet and find a community. I didn't have that much motivation to stick with it. It was just kind of something I messed around with because it was on a demo disc that my brother got. I think it was PC Power Play. So yeah, later on, I just messed around with different engines, and I've seriously been doing it for maybe like over 6 years. But yeah, imagine if I actually kept on developing games since I was 12. That'd be crazy. I'd be at a completely different level. But it doesn't matter. You get there in the end, right? Alright, let's play around with this. Can you do a video on player abilities from Paragon? Probably not. I'm just not interested in that fighter. So I've found more and more that I'm just trying to do things that I'm really interested in, that I think can provide some amount of value to people. And I'm not really that interested in, say, doing more Let's Creates. So if I tried to make one, it'd probably feel really forced. You wouldn't enjoy watching it, trust me, because I wouldn't enjoy making it. How fast did you learn the engine? I'm still learning it, so I haven't learned it yet. Like, I think everyone's learning their given engine all the time. There was a really good live stream from Epic Games, and the guy was saying each member at Epic Games knows a part of the engine, but collectively they know the whole thing. And I thought that was really cool because, like, it really shows that, you know, one person isn't an island. It takes a lot of skilled developers to make something brilliant, and the engine isn't exactly small. it's quite a big thing, right? If you're on stream now and you're wondering what the hell is he doing with all these vines and stuff, I'm just playing around trying to figure out what I like. And once I figure that out, then I'll move on to the next thing. So I'm just playing around with these, seeing what looks cool, why I would put it there, if it adds anything, etc. What's your opinion on the new Devil May Cry visuals? Oh, I really liked, is it Devil May Cry 4? With, I'm forgetting his name. I forgot his name. There's Dante, Virgil, and there's the guy who likes Kiri, I can't say her name. What's her name? Nero, yes. So I was quite taken back by Nero's design, just because I thought his old design was very cool. But I I think it's cool that they're experimenting and trying new things out. So yeah. Do you generally bake the lights? It depends if I'm doing an outdoor environment or not. So if you're doing an outdoor environment, it depends how big the environment is, I should say. So sometimes I'll do stationary lighting, but I generally nowadays, because I'm using VR, I have to bake everything. So the rare chance I get to experiment with lighting, I usually go for dynamic. They're doing a lot of cool stuff in the engine with dynamic lights because of Fortnite, which is cool. Whoa. Why do things grow from stone? Because they just do for now, and they might not later, and I'm just experimenting to see what I like. So something interesting I've found when I develop is, rather than just sit there and ask yourself questions like, oh, does this make sense? Just try it. And then if you really like it, figure out a reason for it to exist. So, figure out how you can tell a story and make it exist somehow, rather than shut down the ideas at a concept level. Would you be willing to record a simple workflow? I'm not really great at character workflows. Like, I know how to do it, but I think there's a ton of like $10 or $20 courses out there you could take for that. You can thank Raymond Cripps for the character, some random dev. He did the character. Okay. What happens if you layer these? Oh, thanks, Ezra. Yeah, I wanted to stick to a schedule. I read that it was quite important, and I think it's cool that people know when the stream's on, so they can just check it out. They know the exact same time. It's on around the same time every week. They don't have to worry that I'm just gonna do it like 2 hours earlier or 2 hours later. It's roughly the same time, which is, it's good to try and be consistent. It's not always easy, but it's nice to try. That's cool. I like that kind of design. I'm gonna get rid of these ones. Let's try and make a set piece. What's your opinion on VR and ray tracing? I don't have an opinion on ray tracing yet, just because I haven't done the research to make a educated comment on it, so I don't want to just say something silly. When you say my opinion on VR and ray tracing, do you mean the combination of both technologies? Fido, I answered you before. I'm not really doing tutorials anymore, just because I'm not interested in doing tutorials on my YouTube channel. And if I did try and do one, it would be very forced, and you wouldn't like it, because you'd notice instantly that I wasn't as interested and the quality wouldn't be there, right? So that's my answer for your question. I'm not going to do abilities for Paragon assets. Yeah, like I don't know enough about, maybe next time on the stream of maybe next time on the stream I can talk about ray tracing, but for now I'm not knowledgeable enough. So I'm really liking this kind of pattern here. I'm not sure what to do with it yet, but I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to continue building another aspect of it. It's a shame we didn't get much more foliage outside of these two vines, but we'll make it work. Boy Pro Fun, what was your question? Could you post it again? It can be hard to see all the questions sometimes. All right, let's play around with this. So we don't want this to just be like a perfect place, right? Let's destroy it a little. Let's have fun with it. Now we're going to be doing some things where there's no logic. So I'm going to get like 101 comments, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work in the end. Okay. It makes sense to learn Unreal to indie game dev, or is it more reason to learn something more simple? Are you asking me what engine you should learn? Is that the core of your question? That was cool. Game TV is live Fortnite. What does that mean? That's cool. Rohit, I think you should do whatever you want to do in terms of your purpose and goals. If you really want to do a AAA game development, you should do AAA game development. If you want to pursue the indie route, you should pursue the indie route. I'm not sure what you should do. That type of stuff is like not stuff I like to answer because it's very dependent on the person. There's no better or worse in that circumstance. You have to figure out your kind of life goals and what you want to achieve. Let me go back to Boy Pro Fun. I'm asking more about your understanding of this engine. How do you think it makes sense to learn UE4? Oh, are you asking... I don't think it's too complex for solo dev, but I'm like... I get confused with some people's opinions of the engine sometimes. Like I was watching a video the other day and someone said that like it's the most complex thing ever, but I don't believe it is. I think it depends on you as a person. So some people will struggle with the engine and some people won't. When I opened it up, it was very natural to me. It just made sense to me and I liked using it. So if you're thinking about using the engine, I recommend you just jump in and try it. That's my opinion. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me just see, Street Kids. Yeah, I'm actually working on my first commercial release now. Not right now, not on the screen. I can't share anything about it yet, but when I can, there's going to be a video up about it. So when that comes out, you'll be able to play it. my first commercial release, which is very exciting. Whoa, there's so many comments. Many people get confused when they see blueprints. That's interesting. Can you decide my entire career progression, please? Is that sarcasm? Thanks for dropping by, Weimer. It's really good to have you here. That'd be a cool gameplay thing as a ramp, but we don't want the player to go up here. We don't want them to just run up here and start shooting the bear. That'd be really unfair. Unfair for the bear. That looks cool there. I like that. I get so many ideas while watching Matthew, that's why I come here. Oh, thank you. That's great. What type of ideas? I'm curious. Like, is it just because I'm talking about random stuff? Hey, Hell Yites? Hopefully that's how you say it. Fishy, can the bear deal damage with people hiding behind pillars? The bear can pathfind around the pillars, and it also does a range attack. So if you try to hide behind a pillar, it's gonna launch a rock directly at you. Underneath the level, so it's not gonna work out. Jimmy. No, it's just a directional light, skylight, and atmospheric fog. The only extra thing I have, like when I say only exponential height fog, it's a lot. It adds a lot. So yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool to add some destructible mesh stuff. I just want to work on making the arena cool before I get into that. But we'll probably do some of that stuff. I'm just playing around with it. It's already more interesting than it was before. I actually want this to hang over. Like it's broken it. Yeah, that's cool. Flowers. So I added some flowers in here actually, if you see. They're quite nice. They break it up a bit. Whoops, resume. So when you look down, it's nice to have these flowers scattered throughout. Okay. The bear's secret flower hoard. Fighter, I'm not really gonna make a crosshair for this, so there are a ton of tutorials out there. If you just go on YouTube right now, you'll see a lot of tutorials on how to make crosshairs. What's your opinion on stuck assets? Do you mean the marketplace? If you're talking about the marketplace, Yastrom, I think they're fantastic, especially if you understand how to use them and make them more than what they are. There's a project I'm working on for a company right now, and we're really saving a lot of money by using marketplace assets. But the way we're using them, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like I could put the store page next to the project, and because of the way we're using them, the way we're changing some of the materials, the way we're lighting the scenes, it's extremely difficult to tell if we made them ourselves. I think it really, I think if you know how to use them, and you have a small team, and you also have a team who can make some of their own original assets, you're going to save a lot of time in your workflow. And not only time, you're going to save so much money as a startup or a small indie team. That's my opinion on them. I think you got to be smart with them and learn how to use them properly by experimenting. Um, these outside of the character are all just from the marketplace. They're called Infinity Blade, and I'm just playing around with it to see what effects I like, what I don't like. Are you talking about static objects? What do you mean, Ezra? I don't use Unity anymore, Ian. I use Unreal for everything, my personal projects and also commercial projects for work. So yeah. I don't have any thoughts to give on it because I haven't really kept up with the engine lately. But from what I've heard, they're doing really great stuff. They've got a visual code editor now, which is really great for people. I was talking about all the assets in the marketplace, like environment pieces. We don't use characters, we make our own characters. But if you're really smart with the way you use environment props and pieces, even you might be surprised, like a lot of games that Epic have worked on, even like Robo Recall, they use a ton. There's quite a few marketplace assets in different environment sets. The way you've got to think about it is, if you're a small developer, think of the marketplace as your outsourcing house. So a AAA developer can pay a team and they can make literally thousands of assets for like Naughty Dog to make Uncharted 4, right? Well, what can you do as a small developer? Well, you got the marketplace. Okay, so what can we do to make those assets a bit more unique? Well, we can grab these pre-made assets, these modular assets, and we can probably create some of our own materials using Substance Designer or Substance Alchemist, or we can just tweak them and add different lighting and styles. So if you're really smart about it, people aren't going to notice at all. That, like, people are going to go, wow, this environment looks so great. They're not going to say, oh, they just took assets from the store. If you literally just plonk assets in and there's no artistry behind it, then of course it's not going to work out. But yeah. Exactly, Ivor. It's just, in this day and age, to get the job done and to be efficient, you have to use a mix of everything. And it doesn't mean you're less creative or there's less art going into it. In fact, it means, say you have a bunch of modular assets, rather than that artist having to do the tedious work of unwrapping things and modeling certain bits, they can get straight into, say, creating unique textures and putting it in the scene and adding their own spin on the lighting. So in my opinion, I think all this stuff is really great. And I think, exactly, work smarter, not harder. Minimize the tedious tasks. And like, for me personally, making this scene and making materials and adding unique lighting and all these things is a lot more fun than remodeling walls again and again and again and unwrapping walls, because it's just boring. It's really boring to me. Okay, let's have a run around and see what we think so far. This is nice. I like the few changes. Let's continue going. The wall and the pillar. Oh, do you mean these ones? That could work. That could work out quite well. Like a kind of vine this way fishy. And then like maybe we could scale it out a bit. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. Don't know till you try it. That's very cool. I would love to make the bear do something and have a sequence. I just don't know if I have the time for that. The bear actually has this really cool animation where they kind of crawl down that wall and smash onto the ground. But yeah, we'll see. There's something interesting when you're just like experimenting. I like to go a bit crazy with things. Like sometimes, that's odd. Oh, there we go. Sometimes people can be really conservative, but if you're gonna try something new, like putting vines, put vines everywhere until you go, okay, that's way too many vines, then figure out what a good amount of vines are. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a thought. It's like playing with Lego when you're a kid. You're not worried about using too much Lego or the colors clashing. You worry about that later. But that's just my thought. And I don't even know why I said that. I just did. I've really got to put like a text thing somewhere. These aren't my assets. They're from the marketplace and they're called Infinity Blade. Have I ever tried to make my own post-process material? No. Oh, material? Do you mean like cell shading? I've created like a cell shader before, if that's what you're referring to. That's actually one of the things that is just not fun to do in Unreal. Making cell shading. It's not enjoyable at all. You know what I like about these vines here? It looks like the vines are gonna hold the pillar up. It's pretty cool. It's like if these vines weren't here, the pillar would fall over. And every year they just stretch more and more. That's a cool shot. So yeah, if we had lots of time, you could shoot the vines down and then the pillar would fall over and smash. But we don't. My comment is ignored. Not really, I probably just missed it. Make sure to ask again. You've got to remember, I'm trying to build a game environment and watch the chat. And I'm doing my best to respond as frequently as possible. So it just might take asking it twice. But like, obviously with a wait in between. That's okay. I answered this before. My stealth action game isn't gone. It's just... it's being used in a different way, and I can't really get into it too much. So you'll see something about it. It's very much alive. I just can't show it right now. That's cool. I like this broken up look. It's quite fun. It looks a bit boring when everything's just straight on. Also, it's like the easiest thing to do, right? Just keep it straight. So try and do something a bit more interesting, I guess. That's fun. Would I share some general tips to keep fog and contrasts? This is a horrible environment for me to actually explain lighting because... Oh, actually, no, it's pretty good. I kind of cheated with this environment by relying on the exponential height fog. Let me think. I'm not an expert on this, but in terms of contrasts, you gotta make sure... I just went to unlit mode. You have to make sure in this view that... I'm not very good at explaining this. It's just something I internally know because I watched this lighting artist from Ubisoft talk about it. you have to make sure everything in unlit mode kind of matches, right? So if you look here, I don't have anything like, I don't have anything contrasting too much here. The colors are very similar. They're all kind of the same muted color palette. They're all within range of each other in terms of color values. I'm not really sure how to explain this. So if you find something that isn't, you have to go to that material and change some of the properties. That's the first thing I learned from this guy. The second thing is, in terms of the lighting itself, you want to disable everything that isn't important. So you want to get rid of your post-processor volume. You don't want that. In fact, if you look, my post-processing doesn't do anything right now. You don't want any fog. You just want to look at your scene, and you want to go into the lighting, and you want to figure out, okay, how much light do I actually want from my sun? So for me, I found a value of 15, and I also adjusted, see the light color? I adjusted the light color. Now technically you probably don't want to do this. If you want to be really true to what a lighting artist might say, you'd probably go, okay, I need to change the grass color itself. That's probably what a lighting artist would say to you. Okay, well, my material artist messed up and they need to make this grass a different color. But for the sake of what I'm doing, I'm happy to just mess around with a bit. So if you see here, when I make this a bit yellow, see how it gives a completely different feel to the scene? That's what I was going for with the yellow. And I didn't just find that yellow. I was messing around and I went, the blue, it kind of makes it a bit washed out. I don't like it. What will really enhance the scene? Well, I'm going for an afternoon look. Let's make it a little bit yellow. And it just changes the color of everything a little bit, but it doesn't change the colors so much that these materials and textures aren't their original look. So if you look at this pillar here, for example, when I bring it to white, I'm not like overly saturating it with yellow, so I'm not fundamentally changing how the texture should look too much. And I think that's really important. And then of course I got my skylight, and the skylight's really important. The skylight is what's going to give you this light that bounces, so there's some illumination in these areas. And that's like another important step to have that. And then of course I've got my height fog, exponential height fog. And this is just me being cinematic with the scene. It's not super realistic at all. Mu bits, what I was referring to was like kind of rules that like you can tint everything. That's not what I mean. Let me just, there's a guy you should watch on YouTube. He really discusses lighting in a way that I've never seen before. He's a lighting artist from Ubisoft. I believe it's Ubisoft or something, or maybe EA. And his lighting process is amazing. He literally has like yes, Lighting Academy. I think his name's Daughterless. I don't know why people aren't watching his channel. Like, not you guys, I just mean he needs way more viewers. So if you have a look here, they're hours long, but he goes through the actual process of lighting environments in a way that follows more physical world rules and how our world works, and applying those principles, but you can still get a stylized look as well. And he actually goes through a Dark Souls style environment and all that stuff. So I try to follow as much of what he says as I can, and what Epic say. Yeah, I think he's from DICE. So if you haven't, please check this guy out. Because if you watch the first episode, it's literally him going into the scene and just like altering everything and making everything correct before you apply the lighting. So I hope that helps. Some random dev, can you link again? Sorry, I was in the middle of that talk. Oh, sorry, not Link. Could you write your comment again? I was really busy trying to think and talk about that. You're welcome, Jimmy. I hope that's useful. Watch his videos. Like, he's an expert at this stuff. It's what he does for a living. He gets paid to do it. And he's doing it at the highest level. If you've seen Battlefront 2, like those environments, the lighting, oh, it's amazing. Thanks for watching, Ready8. Hey, Aviv. I'm living in Australia. Okay, so before that, what were we doing? Got those vines, which is cool. Got that. Hey, Sebastian. Whoa, 7 AM. You get up a lot earlier than I do. Oh, actually, not a lot earlier. I don't know why I said that. But you're already working, so that's crazy. I don't get up at 7 in dev. I'm like eating breakfast or like at 8 or something. But nice. Productive day. Okay, I'm liking how this is coming along so far. I'm not sure how I feel about these stumps in terms of how it's going to affect the boss, so we'll play around with that after. This is just for game a month, so it's purely for fun. It's something that I do once a month. These games aren't meant to be like innovative and groundbreaking. It's just me messing around with the engine and learning some new stuff and having fun. So yeah, if the game turns out good, then that's a bonus for me. And I learn something new every time, so it's great. You have to wake up at 4 AM. Wow. I'm not sure if you guys know about chronotypes. There's this interesting idea out there about chronotypes, and it's essentially saying what chronotype are you, and it helps you figure out what time of the day you should kind of go to bed or wake up. And it's very interesting about when you're most optimal. And I am not optimal at 4 AM in the morning, you bits. I'm pretty useless. I think I might do it this way. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm up pretty late considering you go to bed at 7 PM, aren't I? Some random dev. Sometimes I just won't see it. And like, there's no point in getting annoyed about it. Because, yeah, I don't know. Do you go to school? No, no way. I haven't been to school in a long time. How young do you think I am, Yastron? That's interesting. My chronotype is go to bed with the moon. Nice. You think I'm 18? Wow. That's crazy. You modeled an arrow. Thank you. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna hope there's no viruses, and we're gonna put it in the game. Can we all thank 3D Raven for hopefully not a virus? Here's the risk. Oh, you actually made an arrow. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's just an FVX. Hey, you never know. You never know. Okay, let's put that in the game. Let me just add this in. This is cool, working directly with all of you. How exciting is next month going to be? It's going to be the first time I'll actually live stream from the first week to the last week. So we'll be able to work together on the whole game, which is, I think that's very cool. It's glowing. We just made it glow. So we're going to replace... I had to make it glow mu bits. It's the first thing I thought about. We're going to replace this boring cube with the arrow. So let's go find that. You asked for a projectile and you get it. Whoa, it's very small. Oh, you know why? That's my fault. Ignore that. Okay. I think it has to rotate this way. That looks very cool. Thank you so much. It's very nice. Thank you, 3D Raven. Oh, congrats, Chaos, for releasing your game to your clients. That's really exciting. Someone asked me something about Unity, I think. I'm not sure. There was some comment somewhere. Anyway. Oh, it's crazy to me how when you look at any aspect of anyone's life, you can actually learn this theory and correct ways to everything. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this works. It's very small. Let me fix that up real quick. Actually, for comparison's sake, let us grab the blueprint and... Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Oh, feel free to re-comment. That's the whole point of the chat, right? So I can get to you when I see the comment, right? Studying level design. I think there are so many things you can do. An obvious one is to... Oh, you know what? Sorry, one moment. I think I got to rotate the arrow head. Yeah. There are so many ways to learn things about level design. For example, there's the concept, like one simple way is you could play games and study their environments. And that's a really good thing to do. Study games with amazing level design. I think Dishonored, personally, Dishonored has really good level design. And when you play it, figure out why they designed the level that way and how it fits in with game mechanics and enemy design and everything. So there's that method where you analyze games, but there's also the method where you go out into the world and experience real world design. So if you have the chance to go to a theme park, try and figure out why the theme park was... I mean, it's probably not what you want to do when you go to a theme park. You want to have fun. But figure out, like, okay, why is it designed this way? It's a lot of asking why and analyzing and figuring out your own reasons. When you go anywhere in the world, take photo references and figure out why things are designed the way they are. It's, I don't know, there's just so many things. Play games, do research. Yeah. Listen to talks. Like, there's so many good GDC talks out there. There's called the Disney Tweenies. Yeah. Yeah, well, you gotta remember, like, we borrow a lot of rules. Like, look into architecture. The real world is an amazing thing to study. It's very important to study. It's like kind of like an animator, right? An animator will study people because they want to see how people move and behave and how do they react to things. They want to see people react. They don't want to just watch cartoons because you'll end up emulating someone's style. So you got to do a mix of playing games and studying them, and also going to the real world and practice making levels, practice doing top-down level designs and all that stuff. So yeah. Make the arrow bigger. Okay. We'll make it a 4. That's nice. Thank you so much for the arrow. 3D Raven, thanks so much. That's really nice of you to put it together. Okay, where was I? We've done that. Oh, you know what I really like to do? I like to take tiles, like one of these tiles, individual pieces, and make them kind of come out the ground. So that'd be fun. I just noticed one other thing. These materials, do they even have a normal map? They do. Okay. I wonder if we can give it a bump offset. Let's try that out. I just gotta remember something about bump offsets. For bump offset. So this is a very common thing. I'll forget how something works and I'll Google it. Because it's really hard to remember how things work sometimes. Oh, they just, okay. That's simpler than I thought. You know what? I gotta check one more thing. I think they used the alpha channel. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully this makes it bump up a bit more. Unfortunately, I don't really have... whoa. That's interesting. That looks a bit odd. Huh. Oh, you're right. Yep. I've got to, yeah, I forgot. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Purple Nexus. I must have missed one other thing. What else? Oh, the roughness. I don't know why the roughness is done like that. I guess they wanted to do it like that. I'm just gonna do my own custom roughness, which you probably shouldn't do, but oh well. It looks a bit odd, even though I've got it checked in. Oh, do I have to, no. Let me see. I'm gonna go back a few steps. Chuck that into the height. Done. Throw that into the texture sample. Done. Throw that into the normal. Done. Still off-centered. Weird. Very weird. Let me double check my resource. I thought mine looked like that. Use gray level, not alpha. You reckon? In their example, they used it. They used, that won't work, will it? Because it needs, yeah, it doesn't, it can't use that channel. Anyway, I'm not going to worry too much. I was going to add some bump mapping, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's a very small thing, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. Could the missing AO pass because of artifacts? Maybe? I'm not going to worry too much for now because there are some other cool things we can do. I was just hoping I could just chuck that in, but oh well. It's okay. I just posted on Discord because you missed it again. I don't want to distract you too much. Oh, what were you asking me, Bits? Sorry, I probably missed what you asked. Oh, thanks, Sebastian. Thanks for checking out the stream. Hope you have a good day. Hey, Joe. How's it going? All right. What I want to do is I want to find some tiles we can play around with. Ooh. Oh, okay. I see. I'll check out the thing you post on Discord after. So something I like that let me bring up a Chrome browser. Something I like that Bloodborne and Souls games do is they always add extra bits of geometry, which is quite fun. Let me grab a picture for you. Bloodborne. I like that game a lot. Do, do, do. I might just find a picture off the screen in case something weird pops up. Let me type in Bloodborne environment. They do. When I'm playing it, I'm always looking at the ground. It's like, oh, this is such good ground. Ba, ba, ba. So if you see here, they do a cool thing where they'll put extra bits of geometry around, which is a really nice effect. And they got really good parallax mapping and height maps for the grounds, but they'll also put extra bits of geometry, which is just so nice. So let's do some of that. And I like what they're doing here with the these kind of buildings, adding extra height in the backgrounds. But for now, let's just add some stuff to the ground. So we have rubble, which we don't really want in the main play area because the bear might get stuck. So if you have a look with the, I mean, we can disable the nav mesh for these. You can make it so it can't affect the nav mesh, but I might put them off to the side. What's offensive? I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Joe and stuff. Hey, Amit. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What's up, Owen? Did I miss something? So the goal for the company I'm working on and with, we have a lot of thoughts about the kind of optimal performance of people. So I believe when it comes, this is just my own personal belief, but I believe when it comes to should stream with someone, they could read the comments out to you. Yeah, that'd be nice. I believe when it comes to, this is for Fishy. I mean, he didn't ask a question, but I'm just saying this. I believe when it comes to people, there should be a bigger focus on efficiency of using your energy throughout the day. So if you think about it like this, you have like, say you have 100 points of energy. You do various tasks throughout the day that affect those points. Kind of like a sim. You know, a sim has energy points, right? And we're kind of the same. And there's only so many productive things you can do in the day before you waste those energy points. So the way I think about it is that some people are more productive as well at different times of the day. And I don't fully believe in the 9-to-5 model because I don't think everyone is efficient at the same times. So imagine me working for you, say, and I said to you, hey, I know this is a bit unorthodox, but I work very efficiently between the hours of, let's just say I throw out there 10 and 2, and then I like to take an hour break, and then I work efficiently between these 2 hours. Or I work efficiently between 11 and 3, and then 6 and 8. It's like, okay. And then you look at that and you go, and I work so efficiently that within those specific hours of the day, I can achieve what might take people a full work week. And it's like, it's because you're managing your time and your energy more efficiently than people who sit at the office from 9 to 5 and they're like drained and they don't have time to actually rest in between working. So yeah, like where I'm working at right now, we don't really have a set schedule / timetable like that. We manage ourselves, and I think it's very good, and it's way more productive, and we're achieving a lot. So yeah. But this is just where I'm working. Like we're trying to make this culture, and it's very new for what we're doing. But I think things have to change in the world a lot. But you know, that's not related to game dev. But yeah. There's some interesting conversation here between Joe and Owen, the mod, and they're kind of like having banter back and forth. So that's interesting. I don't know what you two are talking about. Let me scroll up. But yeah. Nice bump on the viewers. How many people are watching this? I don't even know. I can't actually see who's watching this. Meetings are very set in stone. So we have sprint. Oh wow, 144 people. That's sick. We have very specific meetings. We have our sprint meeting on Monday where we set the agenda and we set our goals for the week. We also reflect on the previous week, and we like to look at what areas were we efficient in, what weren't we efficient in, what can we change. And then Fridays, we reflect on the current week, what we got done, and we set some loose goals for the next week. And we also discuss new opportunities, and we also discuss business strategies and stuff like that. So we keep 2 meetings, and we keep the meetings anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, and they're super productive. And we always have a document which has a strategy for the meeting. So yeah. He only notices banter. Okay, what did you ask me, Owen? I can't actually see your question. What do you think about Unity? It's great. It's a good engine. Someone's giving me a live countdown of who's on and who's not on. All right, so if you've just jumped on, we're messing around with the environment. We're making things fun and cool, and just experimenting and see what happens. Where is the bear? I've hid the bear for now because I don't want the bear to chase me around. Oh, thanks for liking, Benjamin. It's not a requirement at all. It's very nice that you guys like my work on YouTube that you hit like. It's very nice of you. That's pretty cool. I did not make the animations. We designed this whole game around the fact that I found a asset pack for animations for the outro. Do I have any intention of trying other engines? Oh, what is it you want from a modular environment? Oh, you're making an asset pack. That's very cool. That's an interesting question that I have to give some thought to. So say you were making a, sorry if I missed some of your questions, because I'm going to be thinking for a minute on this question, because I think it's pretty important. If you're making like a castle environment, what would really get me into that to purchase it and use it would be, say, having an interior and exterior environment and having modular pieces, so I could, when I say modular, like different types of walls and trim and lots of different assets that I can use to make the environment as unique or as bland as I want. So I want a lot of variety in the assets, and also the materials setup is really important, I think. Like sometimes I'll get an asset pack and I'll have to do so much material work just to change the color of, say, a wall. You just wanna open the material instance and be able to change the wall color and the trim and everything. There are so many things. I don't know. It's a hard question to answer. There's just too many things I would want. How the heck? Whoa, there's so many questions. How do you make good backlighting? You just gotta make sure the light maps on all your materials, on all your meshes are correct. So if you have a look here, you gotta make sure the light map channel is good, or else you're gonna get weird artifacts. And outside of that, play around with the world settings. So you have to have a light mass importance volume. That's like number 1. If you don't have a light mass importance volume, then your bake is going to look horrible. Yes, link where you play the game is older, that's correct. And you got to also play around with these settings to make shadows sharper or softer or whatever you're after. So yeah, some general things. Can you put 3 bears in? We could. They'll kill me there. Oh gosh, there's a lot of questions. Chimera, when I say variety, I assume the pack will already be cohesive. I'm not going to buy a pack if it's not cohesive. So the pack by default has to be cohesive, but I need a lot of variety in different pillars, different walls, different everything, bridges, vines, like I'm willing to pay anywhere from $100 to $200. Like if it's a really good pack with a lot of variety and it's cohesive, I'm going to buy it and use it. So quality is the most important thing. And that's what I think about when I buy a pack. Oh my god, Pixel Ultimate and Joe, do you see how many... I'm not even doing work, I'm answering questions. So keep asking them again, because I'll get there. It's actually really hard to develop something and talk. Owen, please don't like talk about that stuff in chat, or I might have to delete the comments. I keep this a pretty relaxed place, and I don't want to have to deal with this kind of like stuff. All right, if that's cool. Scratch to a blender. I don't know what is scratch to. I have no idea. Do you have a part-time job? I work full-time for a company. I'm working on a virtual reality game. We'll just end up saying it in Discord. Right. This is not a commercial product. This is purely for Game a Month. Okay, I like how the detail is kind of coming together. You know what? I just remembered. I better save this. Rude to ask a man. Oh, I don't mind at all. I'm turning 27 this year. I'm not 18. 38. Oh gosh. Oh, 1 year older. Wow, that's cool. We're the same age. Wait, what age did you think I was, everyone? Hey Noki, welcome. Alexander, can you ask it again? There's just so many people this time. You actually thought I was 38? 20 max? Gosh. I wish if I was 20 and I had already had, like, knew what I knew now, it'd be insane. I'd be heaps happy. But I'm 26 and I'm turning 27 this year. I started teaching quite young. I started teaching when I was around 22, I think. And then I've worked in game studios and stuff. So yeah, 34, wow, okay. That's odd. If you saw me in real life, you wouldn't think I was, I don't look, like, very old. I always have to get, oh, not always. It depends on the length of my hair. I think Unreal's gonna crash. Oh no. Rip. We're just gonna wait a second. I think Unreal's crashing on me. It's stuck. And I only just saved the map. Oh no. This isn't good. Oh, thanks, Mubits. That's really nice of you to say. It is your voice that makes you sound young. Interesting. Yep. It's crashing on save because it doesn't like me. Not even Task Manager wants to open. Yeah, I know, Fishy. I know. I'm nervous. I need to present today in front of my school. Hey, that's really exciting, Termix. I hope it turns out well. I hope it goes well for you. It's not easy to show stuff in public. Even my task manager's not responding. Everyone's typing F. All right, we need to figure out how to close this because task manager doesn't want to respond. It did have one job, Benjamin, and it's not doing it, so I'm not happy about this. Oh, it's back. Oh wait, it's saved. It's saved. I just had to save again. Alt F4 to prevent crashing. When I was younger, I fell for Alt F4. I was playing Counter-Strike or something, and someone's like, "Oh, if you Alt F4, you'll get this weapon." And you know, that's my story of my first time I fell for it. Fate has smiled upon you. Yeah, no rip, Nuki. It's good. Okay. We saved. I'm very happy. Whew. I was gonna do something, then I got worried about the crash, and I completely forgot what I was gonna do. What are your PC specs? Yeah, I should probably have a FAQ, Julian. I'm pretty damn new to live streaming. Joe, this has been so productive. The environment has changed heaps. I'm really happy with how it's come along. He can wipe out half the progress with a click of a save button. Okay, let's keep building this out. Oh, Joe, if you like go back to the start of the stream, we didn't have a lot of the things that are here right now. Okay, let's play around with the background. Am I happy with these tiles? Let me just see. The rubble's good. I'm trying to think if I can do something interesting with the walls, because they're a bit bland. Let me see if I have some other assets I can use or mess around with. Fishy. Hey, tabletop design's really cool. I'm quite jealous if you do that for a living. I prefer blueprints. They're my go-to thing. Portfolio told Matthew to attach vines to pillars. Exactly. Maybe add some decals for the walls. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have any decals in this pack, but we'll see. Okay, let's mess around with the outside. How active are you in your Discord? I check it a couple of times a day, but I don't spend a lot of time on things like social media and all that because I have to do a lot of stuff. What else can I mess around with? Let's see, short column. Oh, broken column. That's interesting. Is that the skeleton, the epic one? Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the pelvis. Oh, I'm not really going to mess around with the skeletal mesh much more, just because of time. But yeah, probably something wrong with that. I'm just going to play around with these and see how I feel about the height. Goddamn Windows 98. Get Bill Gates. Huh. I don't have the time for Let's Create, and there's something else I'm working on, which is... I can't really talk about it, but yeah, you'll see in due time. I could have, but I didn't. Termix. What's this asset? Ooh, this is cool. Oh gosh, I answered the... I need to make an FAQ. I answered what's happening with the stealth game before. It's still alive. It's being developed in a different way. So I can't really talk about it too much. That's cool. I want some more geometry, well, different geometry. I don't like these, do I? Let's experiment. What is this? Come on, Matthew, you saw that game mechanics document I wrote. I don't really know that many people who do tutorials and stuff on YouTube. I don't really follow other people on YouTube. Like, there are people I follow on YouTube, but it's not really for game dev. Yeah, that's what it's called, Mubits. I'm thinking of adding a few of those on at the moment. Where is that? Probably not where they're meant to go, but I'm just going to add it on because I think it might look cool. Oh, the warning. There's the warning. I got rid of show stats. Noki. Indie progress. This will be recorded. Ooh, I like these. They're a nice addition. You know what's great? The player's never going to see this, so it doesn't matter that it doesn't work. Because it works from here. Whiskey, am I self-taught? I've taught myself a lot of stuff, and I've used a lot of online resources. So I think a better way to say it is I prefer to learn at my own pace, and I prefer to find my own resources. No one's really fully self-taught because you're like, especially with software, you've always got to follow certain tutorials or read APIs or Google questions, if that makes sense. These things look cool. I like them. I'm gonna put them on the sides. I'm gonna get rid of these. These are bothering me. Yeah. I'm using blueprints. I've got to have an FAQ. Is there a way I could have some type of document that, like, on the stream pinned? That'd be really nice. I think I can just make this value 180 or 0. There we go. I guess it does Chimera, but I just don't like saying I'm self-taught because it makes me sound like I learned everything by myself, and I really didn't. It took... There are just great mentors and other teachers out there that I can't take all the credit. I can't take credit for anything, if that makes sense. Stream description box. Okay. I'll do that. I like these things. They look very cool. Sure. Stream overlay. I've seen one streamer. His name's Shroud. Shroud, sorry. Is that like when he has those kinds of pictures over the top of the stream, and it shows things come up, like certain bits of chat or whatever? I don't want a massive bit of white text saying I'm using blueprints, blah 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 blah, because that's going to be really annoying. I want my screen to just be this. The actual project. Oh, thanks, Carl. We're just adding layers. We're just adding layers. And having fun. Let's keep adding more layers of detail. So... a chatbot. Does YouTube have a chatbot that you can install? That's interesting. Castle Arch. Oh, those are cool. Now that I've been making this environment, I'm really sad that I didn't make like a small linear game where you fight lots of enemies, because I would have loved to make an actual big level, but oh well. Got the bear. I might make like a broken staircase somewhere, or maybe not. Oh, actually, I might do that somewhere else. What if I told you I'm from Unreal Engine and want to contract you? I'd probably say, why would you want to contract me? I can't write engine code. Unless you mean like to make something. But at the same time, I'm not in America, so yeah. Okay, you can't really see that, unfortunately. I was hoping to make something cool. You know what, maybe we can make something up there. Want that way. Is making a walking simulator easy? I mean, for Unreal, making a walking simulator is the easiest. We could literally make a walking simulator right now in Unreal. Like, you just get the first person template, you get some nice assets, you put them around, you make a blueprint to interact with stuff. It's so easy. Oh, wow. Ari David, thank you so much. I'm glad you found the videos useful. Thanks for that. That's really nice. Okay. Now, let's see what these artists have available. That's kind of the outskirts. Oh, these are the individual stone blocks. Oh, you know, it'd be cool. What if I made these physics props and the bear could like smash them? That'd be very cool. Hold on. Is that the only one there? I'll mess around with that after. Okay. Yes, I download everything the moment it comes up. Those free assets are like a blessing. Like, I can't believe some of the assets you get for free. It's crazy. You don't need to send me anything, David. Everything you make, regardless of whose tutorials you watch, is your own. So yeah, but thank you. It's very kind of you. Nobody owes me anything. Ooh, that's a nice piece. Where can I use this? Yeah, that train is really nice. The asset developer, I really like their assets. Fishy, yeah. next minute I put in the chaos engine thing they showed at GDC. What are you guys talking about my Discord for? Oh, in the mod. I'm curious now. Is something wrong with my Discord? I'm not into drama. Oh, you're showing off your assets. Okay, that's good. That's good. Ooh, I know where I can use these, maybe. Yeah, I just checked it out, Owen. It looks good. Keep up the good work. See, everyone's saying nice buildings, Owen. Maybe I can use these somewhere else. I don't want to just throw things in for the sake of putting them in here. Let me see how I feel about the space so far. I like this pillar here. I should make a few more of them stand out like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was only going to stream for an hour today. It's already been an hour and 40 minutes. Oh no. I really lose track of time when I stream. Hey, King Spud. That's what I said before. Maybe they are. It adds a cool little bit of story. Oh, thanks guys. I'm glad you find it fun. First time I live streamed, I was thinking, oh gosh, why the hell is anyone gonna watch this? But yeah, it's been actually really fun. Okay, that's nice variety. Let's make something a bit more interesting here. Let's see. One more here. So currently the rule is, in my mind, that we'll do this 2 on each wall, which looks quite nice. Yeah. You always lose track of time. We always want more streams. Yeah. Hey, I'm limited by my my bandwidth. My mobile data, I should say. Oh, and of course time. That's always the thing, right? See, it says Castle Bridge, but the only bridge I could find were these, so there might be a better bridge we could use. So that's a wooden scrap bridge. We've got some stairs, which we're not currently utilizing. You're streaming through your phone. Yes, I'm streaming through my mobile data. My mobile plan is much better than my home internet, believe it or not, for uploads. That's fair enough, Lath. I can stream twice a week and have 4 hours of content, or I could spend 6 hours or more trying to make one video. And for my life right now, it's much more efficient to make these. I am going to make devlogs about my VR game and stuff, but yeah, it's just something that happened out of necessity, not because I want to replace anything. No, I don't have this on version control. Okay. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's modify this a bit. Yeah, this will be fun. Oh, okay. I thought you were bothered that I wasn't doing, say, a regular upload. That's good. See it, T-Mix. I'm not going to be on like that much longer anyway, so if you want, you can watch the rest after the stream. I'm actually going to make this yes, I'm saving Fishy. I'm going to extend the level a bit to make it more interesting. You won't be able to go here. Oh, that's good, Doctor. Oh, you can't see those stairs because of these, so let's get rid of that. Let's actually bring these forward a bit. I know logically this doesn't make sense, like, who's gonna want to squeeze through this? But you can't see it. Okay, that's cool. Let's make this really dramatic. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'll make a platform up here. I'm gonna put colliders here so you can't actually get knocked up. Don't worry too much about that. So yeah. Also, the knock up isn't gonna be too high, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But it's good to check. It is good to check. Hey Namikaze, how's it going? Is there anything you tried to speed up placement? No, not really. I haven't really done anything to try speed up the placement of assets. Okay, I like this kind of look. Let's continue building on from here. So sometimes you get an idea, right? And you just have to try it. It's good to have some logic in the world and some rules. Hey, welcome. Thanks for checking out the stream. It's good to have you here. Alright. That's cool. Is it profitable to make? I mean, there are many things that are profitable to make. You just have to make something of high quality. And it has to be in some type of niche that people are interested in, right? There are so many games that have come out that if someone pitched it to you, you'd go, wait, why would I pay for this game? Man, they've gone on to sell a lot. How much... I like this. Does the map feel a lot more open now? I feel like it does. I know this is where you fight, but I feel like it feels like there's a world, not just an arena now, which I quite like. So let's keep building this out. We're just going to build up enough geometry that the player... Yeah, that's good. There you go. You know what? Really weirdly, I like these 3 archways that just happened. I didn't plan on that. It just happened. It looks quite nice. Okay. This is very cool. Lathe. They're from the... I need a bot or something. They're from the marketplace. Just type in Infinity Blade. You can make your own world using them. Okay, let's continue this trend. I like this trend here. So that's that part. Pillar there, pillar there. I think I'll move this one there and this one over there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's build the lighting and hope nothing crashes. Let me see what your questions are while we build. Can you make use of the rock I made in your game? I'll have a look after Miles at the rock. Thank you, old man Joshua. Does streaming help procrastinate less? Streaming doesn't... Like, I think it depends on your personality. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. It's not a productivity thing. So I don't think it really helps at all. I get, like, if I'm not streaming, I can get a lot more work done. I just really enjoy making game a month, something I work on when I live stream, because the other hours of the day I like to be productive with other work, if that makes sense. Oh, congrats, Mubits. That's really exciting. I'm sticking to blueprints. Unless I need to learn how to use C++ for a job. But me personally, I love using blueprints. It's so much fun. Skill sets is very dependent on the company. I think you're best off just doing some research at a specific company and seeing what skill sets they look for. So yeah, everyone will give you a different answer for that. Just research the company you want to apply for. Okay. Cool. My company? I wouldn't worry about that just now. But I actually don't care about skill. This is going to sound weird. Personality is more important to me than skill set. If I have the right person, I can teach them anything, and they can learn anything, and they're productive, and they work well on a team. I'd rather have somebody who has a really positive mindset and is willing to learn than a master developer who's a complete I don't want to say the word, but a master developer who's just not nice to work with, and they're not kind to the team, and like they think that they know everything, and that, like, I don't know. I think you guys get what I mean. I think personality is much more important. It's just so important. Yeah, they think they know best, right? Actually, that's one of the things that drives me nuts. Sometimes someone will be like, oh, Matt, you're doing this wrong. But it's like, you know, there's like 100 ways to do anything in game dev, right? It's like telling a painter that they're doing it wrong. It's like, why can't they just do it their own way? Why does it have to be wrong? It doesn't make any logical sense. But that's a rant. My Patreon doesn't work because I got rid of it, because my life changed so much. Yeah, exactly, Chaos. Exactly. They need to gel. It's really hard to work in a team if you can't get along with everyone. And when you work in a team, it's not about being the best in the team. It's about achieving a result together and doing something really great. Like, the whole point of working in a team is to combine all your skills and your resources and everything and develop something you couldn't create by yourself. And why is this grass hovering here? Delete all the grass. Why isn't it deleting? Oh, I see. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. Okay. How do you come up with ideas for games? Look up Raf Costa. He has a GDC talk. It's a really good talk. Okay, let's put our bear back in and see how he likes this new environment. Hello. Oh gosh, I get asked this so many times per minute. I don't use C++. I'm just using blueprints. Hello. Oh, I want to add some physics objects in. Oh my gosh, it's been nearly 2 hours. Yeah, we can make them stick. I'm just seeing how the bear likes this stump. Oh, I killed it. Oops. Raf Costa. One moment. Let me, I think that's his name. 3 bears. I'm probably going to get launched out the map because I haven't, set it up. Oh, I'm not releasing this anywhere. This is just a, game a month. I don't know what to do. I can't attack. Oh god. This is ridiculous. What the? There's just too many pillars. Okay, here we go. Oh god. Oh! I got cornered. Oh no. I'm stuck. Because of the pillars. Okay, I'm gonna die. Wow. So when there's 3 of them, you can get stuck in a corner and infinitely pillared. So let's not do that. That was a good moment there. I nearly died. Okay. I didn't put the death state in, but my health was 0. If you're wondering about the health, by the way, I should have done this before we... Here. I have a health bar. I'm not a fan of the UI. I kind of like it without it. Shadow of the Colossus too. Yeah, I'll fix up the Let me see. I can fix up the collision on that later. Yeah, I would love to make a health bar in game, but I don't know if I have the time. Okay, I think I need to go. This live stream has been going on for nearly 2 hours, and I sat down tonight and I said, hey, I'm gonna live stream for an hour and I'll be done. And it's been 2 hours. So that's it. We did some cool stuff today. We got all the vines in. We made the level a bit more destroyed. We added this cool staircase. We added these things that Mubits knows the name of, and I don't. Oh, and these vines. This is nice. I like where it's headed. Anyway, the game is due tomorrow. So we'll see what I can get in tomorrow. Oh wait, when's the game? Wait, I have till Sunday? Wait, I thought this... I didn't see the days of the month. I can technically work on this a little Sunday night. We'll see. We'll see if I have a surprise live stream on Sunday night where I'm just like crunching. Anyway, let me just see what everyone's saying. Let me get a nice shot. There we go. We need boss name. We do need a boss name. Oh, thanks, Noki. Thank you for coming on the stream. It's been great. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. It's been really fun. Your feedback's been extremely useful. I hope you had a good time. And I will see you all next week on Tuesday. But I'm going to put up a video, probably, like a devlog for the game. And then you can go play it on itch. So yeah, thanks again. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.